Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome
Welcome
back to
the Weeb
Report. I'm Alejandro,
And I'm Charlie.
here with a chapter. It's an episode about the chapter.
Episode 9000.
All right.
Chapter 249.
Yes, of My Hero
Academia.
Yes.
You want to say in unison?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
My Hero Academia.
There we go.
Okay.
Spoilers ahead
For the chapter.
for the manga. Yeah.
Oh,
of
man.
course.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah. My heart is pounding.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it me?
No. This is a fear response that I don't know why. Okay. First off, I like the chapter.
I really like this chapter also.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
calm, but good. Sad.
It
This
was.
is a sad-
It was
This
very
is a sad week for My Hero
It
Academia.
was a very sad week. I almost cried during the episode, and I'll get into it during the episode.
Watch the
on
episode.
the episode
Yeah,
of My Hero Academia.
Yeah. I'm adjusting the microphone. Thank you. I'm not cutting that out. I was just saying what's going on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So as we left off, it was the very last panel of the last chapter was All Might's, I think, oldest daughter was like, hey, I want to have all you over for dinner.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and which I was actually thinking about it because we had seen her two chapters back in the very beginning, just sitting at her desk. I feel like she's going to be a lot more important. Actually, I feel like I just totally shot myself in the foot. I think this is the chapter that makes her important. More important.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. She's right now she's kind of the bridge between Endeavor and Todoroki.
Mm-hmm.
And all their siblings, really.
We don't know their last names.
Todoroki's their last names? Shoto.
Oh, yeah, it's Todoroki's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just always call him Todoroki, but yeah,
his name is Shoto Todoroki. Yeah. So you're right. Like the Obama. It's like Obama.
What do you mean?
Everybody thought that was his first name. It is his first name.
What's his first name?
Barack.
Huh. I'm just.
I was like, Charlie.
I knew that.
All right.
Die for the bit.
Fucking respect. So first off, we have Sad Boy Endeavor.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we got Endeavor. He's kind of reflecting on himself. He's saying, I'm going to face them and make up for what I've done. Because, he, fucked him up.
Yeah.
Well, emotionally.
Yeah, he was a bad dad.
He never, as far as we know, physically abused anybody.
If you count the training. If you don't count, training.
Hard physical training.
He was, really... I mean, no, I don't think he ever struck them.
Right.
Out of anger.
But still, physical and emotional abuse is still abuse.
Yeah, oh yeah. He had this, which out of the gate, I was like, oh, already broke my heart. He says, recently I keep having the same dream. My wife and children are all happy sitting around the dinner table.
Yes.
And I am nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. That shit broke my heart. Before we get into that, though,
okay.
The tagline on this, there's a writing on the very first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's it kind of sums up the chapter very well. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it's saying is what burdens the number one hero on the inside.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a really good glimpse into Endeavor and his mindset.
Yeah, and I was saying that this is also just a showing of, in real life, that your guy can be chipper and he does need to maintain a front of I'm the number one hero, I'm very confident.
Yeah, especially in the public image.
Yes, but there's always more to it. It's he's not just, I was going to say he's not all smiles. He's not.
it's
Anyway.
it's like a recent, I feel like, example of that, Mac Miller.
Yes.
You know, like
Mhm.
he was, you know, for all intents and purposes, like he was okay on the outside, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's abusing drugs and stuff,
Yep.
and dies. I mean, and if heroes were really a thing, that would undoubtedly happen.
Constantly.
Like overdoses of heroes would
Yeah.
be a total thing.
Oh yeah. Just
Um,
it's. I mean, yeah. It's also just a lot of pressure, and that's what happens to a lot of celebrities is they feel the pressure of like always being watched. And
Yeah.
always having to be a certain way.
exactly.
So they
Every
kind of
time
break.
Endeavor leaves the house, like he is always Endeavor.
Yeah.
And so that kind of makes it even worse. He doesn't really have a home life.
No, he doesn't have an outlet.
Yeah,
He can't put his feet
He's
up.
got no one to go to when he's not in the public.
And he's got. I mean, he has a lot of people around him. All his people at his agency.
And stuff.
But it's they're coworkers.
Yeah,
They're his employees. It's like he
exactly.
can't really be like, I'm bummed out.
Oh, I mean, especially he can have some kind of scandal.
No.
That'd be bad.
Really, what it is he wants his family. He doesn't want just like a therapist. He wants his family.
Yeah.
Because he realized, ooh, it was not great.
And hopefully he gets a little bit of that before he dies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we predicted that he was gonna die.
He's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
That's definitely the way it seems to be going so far.
And they're also in this. They're kind of making him. They're humanizing him.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on.
Yep.
We got some boarding rooms. I thought that was a hotel at first when I first
That looks
looked
very
at the picture.
hotel-y.
Yeah, I was like, that's nice.
Yeah, but the subtitle, the title of the chapter is the. Oh no, I misread that thing. There's another tagline: the #1 hero's facilities are top notch.
Yeah. The name of the chapter seems to be Todoroki-kun's Hellish Home.
Yeah,
That's just nice.
it covers what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Endeavor has really nice boarding facilities.
Yeah.
And here, Burnin and Bakugo, they're both saying the same thing, right?
They're just going at it. Oh yeah.
It's way too early for this shit.
Yep. And did we know her name prior or did we just forget it?
We probably forgot it. Burnin.
Yeah,
Her
Burnin.
name, yeah.
So I guess all his sidekicks and stuff stay at the agency.
Yeah, probably at least, maybe it's like like ambulance shifts. They're there for so many
yeah.
days, and then they have, so many days off. And
That
they kind of
makes
just, sleep, work, do whatever.
In their
On call on their little, Or maybe even more like firefighters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so they're just going at it like. So Bakugo and her are both very explosive personalities.
Yeah.
But she's a positive explosion.
Yeah, I love
He's
it.
very negative.
I love their interactions though.
In this chapter, made me be like, oh, I kind of ship them.
Like dating?
Yeah,
We don't even know how old she is.
that's a good point.
Bakugo's like a teenager.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Look, man. Honestly, I don't ship anybody but Uraka and Deku.
I don't know. I like oh dang, Aizawa and that one girl.
Oh,
that,
the laugh. Okay,
Come
I'll give.
on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be so funny because they're polar opposites.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I would love that actually.
Because she's like, oh, you like it, and he's just like, oh,
I fucking don't.
but he does.
But he does.
He does.
Yes.
Moving on to this. So yeah, it's what is it? It's more like she's kind of teasing them about like, oh, you guys couldn't catch Endeavor. You guys weren't faster than Endeavor.
Can't
This and that.
beat a villain.
Catch the villain faster than
Yeah.
Endeavor. And I mean, Todoroki's like, yeah, but today's the day. They're very determined, obviously.
Yeah. We also learned that Bakugo got pretty close to beating him
Yeah.
apparently the day before. And Bakugo scolds Deku for saying "we" when it was just him.
Yeah.
But then we get like a close up of Bakugo's arms and his fist,
Mm-hmm.
and they look very, like rugged. And
No, that's
beat up.
Todoroki's. It's Todoroki's and Bakugo's.
Oh, that's okay. So
Yeah.
that's just showing how beat up all of them are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're pushing their, and he like Todoroki has burns,
Yeah.
and so does Bakugo.
Bakugo.
I mean,
And Deku's probably just like scuffs and shit.
yeah, but like they're pushing really hard.
They are pushing,
and they're
really
hurting
hard.
themselves.
I mean, hey man, progress. I can't tell you how much I want to eat these peanuts right now.
That would be awful.
I know. Yeah, I just after we're done with this, I'm eating some of these.
That's
peanuts.
fine. I look down and I look back up and I just hear.
Hey man, just I bless everybody with the ASMR.
I mean, I'll have some after this. Yeah.
Who the fuck said you can have some of my peanuts? You can have one.
All right. That's better than usual, everyone.
Don't paint me in a bad light.
You do it yourself. So after that, it's more. She's like, "Oh, you guys are very determined. Like, I guess I don't really need to say anything."
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't look at him.
Yeah, they're for it.
Yeah.
And here we did predict last time there'd be a little bit of a time jump, and here it says it's. And so a week passed as we worked out in the field.
We've seen like 2 small time jumps since we said that.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There's another one before this.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
So this is like the second one.
And this one's smaller.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for like a big like month, 2-month one.
2 months later, 3 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course some cool action shots. They're running behind Endeavor.
Yeah, will be much cooler in the anime.
Yes.
But they're still actually like they're very cool shots.
I was gonna say the artwork in this chapter really impressed me. There's one panel in particular that I love.
I really like the Bakugo where he's
like looking back and he's like creating looks like a Kamehameha.
Like an explosion. Yeah.
And Endeavor's like, you must learn to do everything that requires focus in your sleep, like second nature.
And he's especially talking about the special moves that they want to develop,
the pinpoint stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's all about muscle memory, pretty much. Or parallel thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, or parallel processing.
It's processing. Yeah.
Processing. Yeah.
We need like a list of phrases.
Do like a dry erase board and just hang them up.
Yeah.
Be done with your actions by the time you decide what you need to do.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, good way to put it. Like by the time you figure it out, it'll already be done because you've trained and got that experience.
So don't go. Okay, time to use my power. It's like, okay, what else do I need to do?
Oh
like,
shit! Yeah. Now what? Yeah.
And here they're like, apparently they were like hot on Endeavor's trail, and Endeavor just kind of kicked it up a notch.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jesus, like every time we get close, he just goes faster.
And that's kind of how he felt with All Might.
That he was always like,
every time he thought he was catching up to All Might, All Might would just zoom even faster.
Which shows how strong he really is. Like he's been holding back this whole time.
Yeah.
So he could be even faster.
We've never truly seen All Might's like full power.
No, because as soon as we started the anime, he was weak.
Yeah. So like, imagine him like full strength. Imagine the first fight with All For One.
Isn't that when he got hurt?
Yeah.
that was.
But that's also when he like really severely hurt All For One also. So you gotta imagine like that was probably a wicked fucking fight.
Well, in like the movie, the two heroes, like he wasn't even the All Might we know and love there, but he was young. He was moving. He was.
Yeah.
He was in his prime.
He was.
Yeah.
And he was
doing it with ease, man.
Yeah.
He was jumping around. He was doing his thing, just with a smile on his face.
Yeah, you can kind of tell. age.
Of course.
And you know, when we get to the anime, really, most of it he's passed on his power, so it's kind of dwindling anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, as soon as he equated it to like a flame that slowly, as Midoriya's gets bigger, it's taking the fuel away, and
which makes sense.
that really hit me because I was like, he's straight up is like, and as soon as you eat this hair, I'm no longer gonna be all my.
Is Midoriya a parasite?
No, it's a transference.
Okay,
he's not leeching.
Okay, back to the chapter. We digress.
More endeavors, more in his head still.
Yeah, he's really in his head this chapter.
He's just like, oh wow, she wants to have dinner. Okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. And he's nervous. He is nervous about a dinner.
Very nervous, yeah. And then we get this shot, and it's a very kind of dark shot. I'm assuming it's like evening time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the house is lit up, and it's you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's welcoming, but also not very, you know.
I feel like this is like through Endeavor's point of view.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I'm happy to be here, but man, I'm fucking nervous. Like,
yeah, like it's a scary place to be for him.
Yeah. It's scary and also makes him happy.
Yeah. Sadness.
It's about to get sadder.
Yeah.
Like,
so Bakugo, he doesn't want to be here at all.
Hell no.
He's just like, why?
Why though?
My sister invited us for dinner, but why?
Yeah. He doesn't seem like the suit and tie kind of guy.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
You know, she's like, she wanted me to introduce my friends, and she wanted to meet everybody, and
his response is great.
To what? Oh, then tell her we aren't really friends.
Yeah, tell her we aren't really friends right now.
Yeah. And she looks like a lovely host.
Yeah.
And her name was, what was her name?
Naru?
Fuyumi.
Fuyumi. Oh, Naru is the
older brother.
The older brother.
I think he's the oldest boy.
Yeah.
You know, simple, and it's basic stuff like welcome to my house, and
yeah,
let's have a seat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for always taking care of Shoto. Yeah, just a bunch of thank yous. Natsu is the older brother.
Natsu, yeah.
So Natsu is there. His shirt just says front and back. Good stuff. Right?
I never noticed that. Yeah, it does. And also with Fuyumi is also this is very stressful for her. Because like she's like, I want everything to go great. I want it to be perfect. I want there not to be
everybody
issues.
to enjoy themselves, and
because she is even, and we found this out a long time ago, that she really wants to put the family back together.
Yeah.
And she's like forgiven her dad, but not fully.
Yeah, she's still like, I don't know.
She's hopeful that he has changed.
Yeah, and I mean, Endeavor's, he seems like he's trying.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But we get into talk about the food.
Yep.
That Tatsuda fried chicken, whatever that is, I want to try it.
So give it a go.
Extra crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sounds good. Yeah, so they're analyzing some food, and then the brother starts a conversation. Like the housemaid got thrown out or something. And the housemaid threw out her back and retired, and the sister and him have been cooking and taking care of the house since. Which,
there's a panel at the bottom left of that page, which I don't really get. Endeavor may not have allowed it. Who said that? Was it Natsu?
What are you talking about?
This panel right here.
Which one?
This bottom one.
Mine says, after my cooking failed to reach someone's standards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That yours makes more sense than mine does.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So
I mean,
okay, I hold on. Okay.
What?
Endeavor wouldn't have allowed him to cook anymore.
Yes.
Because his cooking wasn't up to his standards.
Up to par.
Because right after he says that, he gives Endeavor this fucking look.
It was very obvious it was a stab towards Endeavor.
Yeah.
But
or,
I was like,
okay, he's not looking at Endeavor, but Endeavor's just fucking,
it's that thing.
Shoots fucking eyeballs at him.
What all these, because we see that kind of panel a lot.
Yeah.
And I think we've all been there. Like, something happens either with a couple that you're hanging out with.
Oh, yeah,
and you're just like,
couples.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, and Midoriya and Bakugo are feeling it too, because they're just kind of stuffing their mouths.
They're just wide-eyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, keep looking at the plate.
Just keep eating, and you can't say anything. Nobody can ask you questions.
Yep. I've been in situations like that, like hanging out at a friend's house, and like
their parents like start getting onto them or some shit.
Yeah, and then he started yelling back at her.
Oh,
and he was like, "And you didn't even fucking say hi to him." My friend said that to her, and I was just like, and then she came in and she was like, "Hello." I was like,
You don't have to say hi
to me. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy as fuck.
I left very soon after that. So, like, reading this, I was like, I get it. I know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah. So they just kind of shut the fuck up and stayed out of it. Ate their fried chicken.
And it becomes that, like, calm argument. Or passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I can feel the awkwardness.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And what I love, Midoriya and Bakugo, in that page alone, there's 3 panels of them reacting
to the awkwardness.
Yeah, this is fucking weird.
Yeah, and the whole time they're eating. They never stop eating.
It's rude to ask somebody to answer a question if your mouth is full.
Or it's like, if I'm eating, like, I can seem like I'm not fucking paying attention.
Yeah. Or like I didn't think that was weird.
Yeah. So I mean, after this whole conversation, the brother gets up and he's like,
I can't do this.
Like, I'm gonna leave. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't do this. The food was delicious.
Yeah.
I don't think he says that, but I'm sure it was.
I mean, yeah. And yeah, it's just that him getting him being like, you know what, I tried.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
And then after he walks out the door, there's a shot where they both, Fuyumi and Natsu, are like, like cuts between both their faces, and they're kind of feeling the same way. It looks.
She's sad that he's leaving, and Natsu's sad that he wants to leave.
Yeah.
He's like, because the fact, I don't know, like on Dr. Phil a lot, they're like, the fact that she even showed up here is a big deal. That shows that they want to change. Like, they want to do something about it.
How often do you watch Dr. Phil?
Don't worry about what I do on my free time. I watch clips. I watch a bunch of YouTube clips. Because it's fascinating. It's like, these people's lives are a mess.
That's cool. I like to watch To Catch a Predator clips on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I also like Judge Judy.
It suggested it one time, man, and for like weeks, I would just like, every time I would go outside, just Chris Hansen.
Yeah, and you're just like, I mean, you're like, all right, let me watch something. Well, I mean, it's there. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, like, I mean, this guy looks creepy as fuck.
Exactly. So my feed is just full of Dr. Phil stuff.
Oh man.
But that whole like,
lately, this is kind of funny.
Okay.
Since we're on the subject. I've been watching this YouTube video, this YouTube channel called China Uncensored, because I was watching stuff on the Hong Kong, stuff about the Hong Kong protests, and now like a lot of my feed is just anti-China propaganda, but like it's cool because like I like it, like it's good.
But there's also like, I'm just trying to eat,
but like. Do you know what's going on in China?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
From what I've heard and what you've told me.
They're banning like kids from playing video games for like a certain amount of time.
They're monsters.
It's like 90 minutes a day.
That's like
on
2 deliveries.
Yeah, and like 3 hours on the weekends.
Oh, that's better, but
like 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. No video games. I know, it's wild.
That kind of makes sense. Well, no, I do a lot of my gaming at night.
Oh, I know. And just to be clear, it's not anti-China. It's like anti-China Communist Party.
Right.
And he says that a lot, to be clear. Like, it's all, like, the Communist Party is, like, not cool. And this is what you get when you look up stuff on South Park episodes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this weekend alone, I've sunk in, like, probably 11 hours.
Into Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Yeah. We love it. We both love it.
Phenomenal game.
I wish, man, if we could get sponsored by that, that'd be. Here's to wishing.
Cheers to Hideo Kojima. That's it.
Cheers to Hideo Kojima. If he wants to sponsor us, we're available.
Digression.
Okay, back. Reel it in. No more of those. Unless you want.
I was going to talk about it. But no, like I was saying, like, the fact that Natsu showed up, he doesn't totally hate his dad.
Right.
Like, but he was like, I showed up, can't do it right now, I gotta go.
I feel like he needs, I feel like, I don't want to be, like, victim blaming or put Endeavor's, actions make them, them any lesser. But sometimes if you if you actually forgive somebody, you kind of have to, like, drop that stuff. You know? When your dad said you can't cook, like,
like, dude,
like, don't bring it up at family dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, and that's a clear sign that he's not over it.
Yeah. And that means he hasn't forgiven him, yeah.
And if it was, and it's another thing to, like, if it was said in jest.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't, no.
So
they're not there yet to make jokes like that. But yeah, like, to forgive, you actually have to forgive. You can't just be like, oh, like, I forgive you, and then not.
And even though that comment, in retrospect, is a very whatever comment.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't like my cooking. But it's context and the fact that it's like, he straight up was like, you're not good enough.
You're not good enough at cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the really sad part right there. Well, not the really sad. That's one of the really sad.
It's getting
parts.
there.
Yeah. So then we get into the conversation with Fiyomi and Shoto.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Midori and Bakugo are like in the kitchen with Endeavor.
Yeah, they're helping to clean up.
Yeah.
And so she's saying, like, it's not like she doesn't feel the same way,
right?
But we have a chance to reconnect with him, And then she asks what Shoto thinks about Endeavor, and he says that he always thought of his scar as something he got from his father, even though it's something that his mother did to him.
Physically did.
Right, because of the actions, because of his actions, it's like built up in her until she kind of exploded.
Yeah. Because it's a weird, like, she would never raise a hand at Endeavor.
Yeah.
Because, it's Endeavor, he'll fucking kill her.
Right.
But, so, like, he saw Todoroki and just kind of snapped. Like, saw Endeavor and was like, this is a way I can get back at him.
And we see here, like, as soon as she does it, she uses her powers on him to cool
the burn.
It's
like, I'm so sorry. What have I done? And she's like, in hysterics.
And then we got, like, a fade to black, like, very traumatic experience. And he's saying that his mom is working hard to overcome that and get over the past.
And it's a bummer because, like, he doesn't even blame her.
No, he doesn't.
But she is, I mean, again, physically, she did it.
She did it. I mean, if anything, she abused him. But, like...
How do you mean? Like, she abused Todoroki.
Yeah.
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 But it's that thing, it's like, dude, I get it. It wasn't you.
Right.
But to her, she's like, no, I did. It was me.
It was her. And it
was. But it's also, like, what led to that? What escalated the situation to that?
Right. And we still get... Todoroki's kind of in the same place he's always been. Well, no. He's in the same place he's been in a while. Not knowing if he should forgive his father or not, or like what he should be thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
he's leaning toward forgiveness though, and I think that's kind of natural. There's a lot of things family can get away with that other people could not.
And it's a thing of like, just holding resentment is just a fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't want that, but it's that thing. It's like, if I forgive him, I think, which is very like everybody worries about. Is like, if I forgive, I don't want them to think that makes it okay.
True, that's true.
And that, I think that's what really.
They're all gonna have to have a very
long
family meeting. Yeah. But then we get Bakugo busting in saying, "Keep that shit to yourselves when you got guests over. Like, this is not guest talk."
And his sister's like, "Oh my god, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you're right."
And then he says, "Hand over the rest of the dirty plates."
Yeah. Which, I mean, I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, like that's not something that should have been brought up while those two were there.
There was guests there.
They kind of were dragged into it. Yeah. Not cool.
And she did kind of use them as an excuse to even throw the party.
That's true.
So
that is very true.
I agree with Bakugo on this one.
So they're like they're Midoriya is like, we heard about the situation from Todoroki, and Bakugo was like, I didn't hear anything, or I just happened to overhear it.
Right.
Like, I wasn't paying attention. I don't care about your problems.
And Midoriya doesn't really want to interject because he understands it's not his place.
Yeah.
But this panel at the top of this page is the one I was talking about. Like, I love, it's just Fuyumi, Todoroki, and Midoriya. With a white background, and they're drawn beautifully.
They are.
And he just says,
really are.
Todoroki, I think right now you're probably getting ready to forgive him.
Preparing yourself to forgive him. Yeah. That's good. That is a good one.
And like,
so detailed.
But I love that. I saw it and I was like, holy shit.
That is really
great.
Good.
That's a great photo.
And then Bakugo's input, if you really hated him, I think it's okay if you never forgive him.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's okay. I mean, forgiveness isn't something you can make somebody do. If you can't forgive somebody, you can't forgive them,
Because it's not easy.
No.
Especially to this degree of forgiveness.
Yeah. Family stuff can sometimes be the hardest stuff to forgive.
Because it's like, he was my dad, though, and he did that. Like,
but you're also kind of naturally inclined towards it.
Yeah.
It's a weird paradox.
It's a very weird paradox. And we find out that Natsu never left.
Yeah.
He was kind of waiting outside. He got his stuff, but he didn't
put on a hoodie and just waiting out there.
He's just probably listening to their conversation.
And Bakugo says, I think this is Bakugo, saying Todoroki's not the kind of person that would never forgive him.
Yeah. You're an incredibly nice person.
Or maybe that's Midoriya saying that. It might be. I think it's Midoriya.
Probably. That doesn't sound like it's something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it shows him talking. That panel, his mouth is open, but it doesn't have a little thing to him.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with Midoriya because
Probably,
it's the same. In my version, it's the same bubble text, like font and stuff.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So Midoriya's telling him like, you're not that kind of person, and that's why it looks like you're gonna forgive him.
Yeah.
But it's just not the right time.
Yeah. He's like, you're just waiting for the time.
We see Endeavor, and he overhears this, and so he's like waiting. So he's waiting. And then we see he's carrying, I'm not sure what it is, to be honest.
Looks like a rice bowl.
Yeah, it's something to put at a shrine.
Yeah.
For his youngest son Toya.
Which, have we heard about him before?
Yeah, that's the kid.
That Endeavor.
That's the one some people think is Dobby.
Oh yeah.
But first, before that, we get back into Endeavor's dream. And he's like, I wanted you to be there too, Toya. That kind of looks like Dobby, right?
A little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the face and even the hair, kind of.
The eyes. Was
darker, the eyes for sure.
It's the eyes.
Yeah.
And of course, he looks very different. If that is Dobby, because he has now scars and
exactly
staples and shit.
Yeah.
But that does kind of look like it has the same kind of hair.
The same general head shape, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this child's younger.
So are we about to learn Dobby's origin.
I think so. And the ending is the other child who is no longer there.
Yeah, the other child. So I think next chapter is gonna be.
We'll find out who that is.
Who Toya is and what happened to him, and it'll either put to rest the theories that Dobby is Endeavor's son, or it'll, pun intended, fan the flame.
Yes.
Nice. I hope you're all cringing.
Yes, Charlie. Yeah, and the wording there makes it sound like he's dead.
I mean, he's putting it at a shrine.
Yeah,
so
also that.
You can kind of assume he's dead.
But it could be that thing of like...
I mean,
maybe they thought he was dead.
He just thinks he's dead, yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's something that... It's the last panel of the chapter, so there's not much to really work off of.
Yeah, you can't really say much more than that. I will say I'm excited to see what next week's chapter will be.
Yeah, no hiatus next week?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not as far as I know.
Cool. Works for me.
I mean, not normally 2 weeks, like 1 week after,
that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, no real theories to go off of right now.
Right now, no.
With this ending,
I think, we've beaten the whole Dobby, Endeavor's son.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that before. We mentioned it. I guess that's it.
Yeah. This chapter was very cut and dry.
Yeah. Okay.
Cut and dry in a good way. Like,
yes.
It was no like, what's going to happen next time?
But it was very emotional also.
Yes.
Which is good sometimes, getting in with tying, some human connections with Endeavor. It'll be nice before they kill him off, maybe.
This just makes you think more. Like, he's going to die.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's what they normally do.
Oh, shit. It's going to be... I don't know if I've already predicted this, but, like, Endeavor's dying, and Todoroki's like, I've always forgiven you. And I just couldn't say it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be sad.
Yeah.
That'd be really sad. Oh, no.
I'll shoot her a Cushy an email and be like, hey, dude.
We didn't really get any feedback on that episode, but I'm going to ask 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Do you guys, I'm talking to the viewers, do you guys think Dobby is Endeavor's son? Do you think Toya is like some long lost, version of Dobby?
Or one that they thought died.
Yeah, died, something.
And that's why he's got all the scars and shit.
Yeah. Do you think Dobby is Endeavor's son? And do you think Endeavor's gonna die? Because I don't think we asked that.
As far as Dobby's son, for myself, Dobby, I don't even know for that. That's so, like, it's not far-fetched, but it's so, like...
I feel like it'd be a really good tie.
It's a good twist. Yeah. That'd be a very good twist. Yeah. As far as Endeavor dying, I think he's going to die.
Yeah, I think he's going to die, too.
So who's going to be number 1? Hawks.
Yeah. Good stuff. He's going to be not in the public view very much. But hold on, no. If Endeavor dies, Hawks is definitely going to go down with him.
Yeah, because he's in, he's...
Like, if it gets to that point, Hawks is going to turn and show his true colors.
He's a double agent. He is a good guy.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
It was good chapter, simple.
Very good chapter. I loved it.
So, thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep the support coming.
Leave your comments below.
Yeah. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys. Well, we're going to have 3 videos, so I'll see you on the next video.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.